Hello, my name's Dallas. I'm getting my associate's degree in automotive technologies, and today I'm going to show you how to properly change your oil. Engine oil has a very major effect on the proper operation and life of any engine today. It reduces friction in the engine, it prevents rust, as well as lubricating all your moving parts, and it also seals the piston rings to the cylinder wall so you get really good compression. Okay, some of the basic things you're really going to have is you're going to have an oil filter. Filters out all the nasty junk in your oil system so you don't get any trash in your motor. This car particularly calls for 5 quarts of oil, so I just went ahead and got the big 5-quart jug. You can get this stuff at Walmart, any parts store around here really. It's really easy to come by. Oil filter pan, oil drain pan. You'll need that. You can get that at the parts store or Walmart again. You'll need a basic set of tools. You'll need a funnel to fill your car back up with oil when you're done. Gloves. Keep your hands dirty. You don't really want to get this old oil in your skin because your skin will soak it up. And a big important part is safety glasses. You know, it might make you look funny, but I'd rather look funny than be blind. So. Okay, an important part about this is you're going to have to lift the car up. I've got it on ramps. If you're going to use a jack, then you want to use jack stands, jack it up with a jack, use jack stands, shake the car before you go. Make sure it's steady, make sure it's not going to roll anywhere. Also, if it's a straight drive, make sure it's in gear. And also that the e-brake is pulled up. Then your next step is going to be to pop the hood. Okay, first step, it's going to be pop your hood and pull your oil cap off. Okay, that's going to keep you from having any suction in the system. That way your oil just flows out real smooth and nice. Okay, now after you've done that, here comes the fun part. You're going to get up under your car. You're going to locate your oil pan. There's a bolt, and you want to make sure that you find the right part for it. You don't want to round this bolt off because it'd be a pain in the butt. You just kind of put it on there, wiggle it, make sure you don't have a whole lot of play. That's how you'll know you have the right size. Alright guys, it's a little hard to hold this camera and do this at the same time, but hopefully you can see. Just want to get up under here. You want to break your bolt loose. Alright, you really only need the wrench to pull it loose. And then you can spin this nut out with your hand. There you go, don't let that fall out anywhere. Just want to let your oil drain. Take just a minute. Yeah, and I took my gloves off to do this video. It's kind of hard to work with the camera with the gloves on, but you get the idea. It cleans up. I'll be alright. So you just give that another minute to drain. Okay, when your oil starts draining about like this, you got a small little stream. Just want to let it try to drain out as much as you can. And once it gets done, I'm going to show you right here. That's going to be the oil filter right there. It is different locations on different vehicles. You just got to look up your owner's manual or just climb up under it and find it. But it should be just hand tight. They do make a special wrench you can use to pull this off of here, but I prefer to just use my hand. Comes off pretty easy. You do want to install your nut back. And then we'll torque that down in just a second, but for right now you want to slide your pan over under your oil filter because you will have some oil that comes out of here. And this one's going to be a little tight. Just a second. Okay, this filter was being a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I finally did get it to break loose. You can see it will pour all over the place. Never said it was clean. So you also just want to let that drain out. And then when we get done, we get the new filter and we'll wipe all this down, clean it up real good, make it easy to see if we got any leaks after we're done. And we'll go ahead and let that drain. Next step, is you're going to want to put a little bit of oil in your oil filter. This will help the engine, because when you put a new filter in, you don't have oil in it, your oil pressure will be a little low when you first start it. This will keep that from happening, because you don't want to lose oil pressure. Stop. Okay, you want to take your oil, get your filter out. First, you just want to get a little oil on your finger. Make sure you show it. And you just want to rub it on your seal real good. That's going to make it seal real good against the motor and ensures you don't have any leaks. And at the same time, you're also just going to pour a little bit of oil in this filter. It's a little tough, but it is possible. Just want to try to get it all in there. Also, something else I forgot to mention earlier, paper towels. They're gonna come in handy. Clean your hands up, clean up around your bolts. And like I'm doing here, cleaning this filter up. Just make sure your seal is real good and coated. And then we're gonna go back under the car. I'm gonna try not to get this filter dirty before you get it put up in here. You don't want that dirt or grass or whatever in your motor. Just want to get it on there, get it started. A little bit of a pain in the butt to do left-handed.
Stop it.
No. Okay, once you got on there, like I said, you just want to go hand tight with it. You don't want to have this thing so tight on here that you cross thread it or something. Just hand tight. Also makes it easier to take it off the next time you change your oil. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to clean up around it. Get all this oil off the way. Wipe everything down. Make it easy to see if we got any other leaks after we get done. Here you go. Just clean it up as best you can. And then next, we'll go up top. Okay, once you've got your oil plug tightened back up nice, and you got your oil filter tightened back up and just put it in there, then you'll come up top, put your funnel in. Don't go crazy with it, just pour it slow and steady. Okay, we're going to stop right there for now. We'll check it before we take it down the road. Put your cap back on. Again, you want to get your towel. Just clean up around the place. You know, if you're doing this on a customer's car or something, they don't want their car nasty. That's gonna look bad on you. Alright, stop it. Okay, your next step. Just gonna lower your hood. I'm just gonna pull it off the stand real quick. One of the things you want to check is when you get in the car, you want to check your gauges. Make sure you have no warning lights or any sort of thing like that before you start the car. See, we have a oil pressure light right here. So that should not be on when we start the engine. And as you can see, it went off. So that's good. That means we got good oil pressure and the system is okay. So I'm gonna back this car off the lift right fast and then we'll check the oil. Okay, one of the last things you want to do after you pull off your ramps is you're going to want to pop your hood again. This time we're going to pull your dipstick out. I'm going to check the oil, see how it looks first. You want to pull it out first, wipe it clean, put it back in the dipstick tube. Just give it just a second, get on there good, nice, get a good coat on it. And you'll pull it back out. And as you can see on this motor, these two holes right here are going to be your fill line, and we're right here at the top of it. So you want to be in between these two lines. We're right there at the top of that hole is perfect. So then, after this, you're going to want to take it down the road, test drive it, make sure it runs real smooth. I'm not going to show you that today, but you get the idea. Any check engine light, any oil pressure lights, any kind of thing like that, you're going to want to come back and check that out, make sure everything's still okay. Also, your old oil and your old oil filter, you can take this to basically really any shop that'll accept it. You can take it to auto parts store and they'll recycle it for you. You can also take it to Walmart and they'll recycle it for you. Okay, and before you take it down the road, what you want to do, it's going to be kind of hard because it's off the ramp, but you just want to get up under here and you want to make sure that you're not leaking oil anywhere. Check the ground for any puddles. As you can see, we are good. We have no leaks. So that's about all there is to it. Changing your oil isn't something a lot of people like to do themselves, and you can take it to a shop. Most average cars, 5-quart oil change with Part Synthetic is going to cost you like 30 bucks. I'm saving like $6 doing it myself, but I mean, if you don't want to get your hands dirty, then take it to a local shop. I'm sure the local shops around here love your business. Changing your oil is really important though. It'll keep your motor running smooth, keep you from having to spend thousands of dollars on some big repair because you didn't want to do it. That's about all there is to it. So something I forgot to mention earlier was the frequency in which you should change your oil, and most vehicle manufacturers recommend every 3,000 miles, some it's 5,000. I personally prefer to just change it every 3,000. I know it's nice and clean, nothing's gonna mess up. And also another thing you want to work on is cleanup. You know, you can take your oil and your oil pan, your oil filter, just load it up in a truck or in the trunk, just as long as it's not going to leak everywhere, and just haul it off.